Hi everyone, Lawrence here. Welcome to the July 2023 cycle of the Recording of Hypnotherapists 6-week online training. Now, this video is being created with two audiences in mind. The first audience are people that have participated in the training before and are in the group. And the second is to the new participants who are joining us for this cycle. I will explain one thing really quickly. Previously, when I've run each cycle, I've set up a Facebook group just for that cycle. What I decided to do at the beginning of the last cycle was to set up one group moving forward. So anyone who's done the training will have a lifetime access to the training. And furthermore, as changes happen within the software, which has happened quite a bit in recent times, then I can update the content really quickly. So it makes sure that you get access to content that is relatively up to date all the time. It also means instead of having to go back and recreate things over and over again, I can focus on adding and building to the content as well. So for those that are previous participants who are thinking of joining in either for the entire of this next training or bits and pieces, depending on what you feel like, welcome back. It's going to be great to see you popping up in the Zoom calls. Now I want to direct my focus to the new participants and to say, firstly, welcome and thank you for joining in on this training. I really hope that you're going to get value out of it. Now, if you haven't already, please make sure you confirm with me a few things. Firstly, the best email address for you, because I will be sending out weekly emails along with notifications within the Facebook group to let you know what is happening each week. Secondly, geographically, where are you? Because I know that in this training of new people, there are people from the USA, there are people from Belgium, there are people from Western Australia, there are people from the UK. So this is a global training and I welcome all of you. But what it also means is that in terms of the group Zooms, when I find out where you are from, when I find out what days and times best suit you, because the new participants get priority, I'll then be able to figure out the cycle of Zooms. Now, of course, if you can't make the Zoom, you are welcome to send through your question to me, and I'll make sure that I answer it in the Zoom, and then the replay will be available. The purpose of the Zooms is really to help with any technical questions that you have, although I'm looking at how I run them in this next cycle to try to provoke more engagement as well. Sometimes I find that we'll get a group of people turn up, other times only one or two people might turn up. If you find that none of the dates are suitable, reach out to me. Let me know, because I'm not averse to the idea of doing a one-on-one Zoom with people if that's going to work better in some cases. If I have the time and can do it, I'll do it. I want to make sure you get the best value that you can out of this. Now, I'm going to share my screen quickly. This is my Facebook here. If you haven't done this so far, then make sure you go to the Recording for Hypnotherapists 6-week online training group. And if you haven't already, request to join. Once you've been given access to the group, you can go into the guides section here. And what you will find is all this information here about setting up the training, and all the modules are there for you already, all 6 weeks of modules. Now, that's because, as I mentioned before, I'm not going to be doing it week by week now as having previous cycles. This is the forever home. Forever home? Forever home. I got that right in the end. So all the information is there. You can see within module 1, which is Recording Basics 101, there is approximately, I'd say, a good 2 hours of content there, broken down into bite-sized blocks. So the idea is that you work through a module each week, and any questions you have, bring through to the Zoom. If you don't have the time, don't stress. I don't want people to rush. I'd rather you make sure you have fun with this. The content is always going to be accessible to you. You're always going to have access to me. Even between cycles, I run a monthly Zoom. So the key thing here is to have fun, to explore, be curious. Don't allow a feeling of lacking something, whether it be technology or equipment or something like that, stop you from playing no, from diving in. Dive in as soon as you can, have some fun. Speaking of Zooms, the first Zoom is going to be this coming Thursday night, Australian Eastern Standard Time at 7 p.m. I will send out a reminder to everyone about that. It will be sometime Thursday morning in the UK. I'm hoping that it would be similar for people that are in Belgium, but it may be not a great time as an initial one for people that are in the US. So I apologize about that in advance, but we'll aim to get that fixed in the cycles as we go. If you have any questions, then please feel free to email me on Lawrence, Lawrence, @releasehypnosis.com.au, or send me a friend request on Facebook, and that way you can just message me directly. More than happy to help in any way that I can. And I look forward to getting to know you or seeing some of you come back over the coming weeks, starting next week. In the meantime, take care.